आपका वीडियो नहीं दिख रहा?
ऑफ है ऑफ है।
So we will be going live in any moment, Tausif. Yeah, we are live. Hello, people. Hello, people. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Well, guys, we thought of having a session with Tausif today. You already might be knowing him. In fact, many of the people who are there in our group knows him, right? He is. You might have seen him on Facebook. So I thought of catching up with him today so that we can add value to the people who are there in our group as well as the people, overall people as well. So he will be joining us. He will be joining us very soon. So Tausif, we can't see your video, Tausif. Can you just switch it on, please?
Yeah, sure. Hello, hello,
Hey,
Ramesh.
hey. So,
Hi,
team,
good evening, good evening. Nice to see you. Hello,
nice,
everybody. Yes,
nice.
yes, yes.
So, the people, you can see Mr. Tausif on the screen, sharing the screen with me. So, let me introduce you to Tausif, okay? We have invited him as one of the experts of our group known as Expert Group. So, we did some sessions in the past wherein we invited few people, amazing leaders. But today is a day which is really going to be very amazing because we got an opportunity to invite Mr. Tausif with us. So it's going to be
My
something great.
pleasure, my pleasure. Yes, yes, yes.
So, people, okay, let me give you a short introduction about Tausif. Many of you might have seen him on Facebook, but what exactly he is, let me tell you about that. I know Tausif since long time, okay? So, he is a great person. As a person, he's a great person. If we talk about he in industry, he is a delivery head and he has started his career right from the base as a beginner and he gradually moved in, he moved on, he keep getting the where he is, and today he is a delivery leader in an IT company which is growing with a good pace. So that is one thing about him. He has seen a lot, so what the value that we'll be sharing today is really going to be amazing. So that is one thing. Another thing is that he has been running some initiatives, and those initiatives are really worth talking about. So we will have some short discussion about that particular thing. So this is what was short introduction about Tausif. Tausif, if you would like to say something about you, some gist about you, what you are, and some introduction about you. Probably if I can keep talking for 5 to 10 minutes further, but I want you to say something, and then
Yes,
we'll
yes,
proceed
yes.
further.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for this opportunity, Ramesh. First of all, sharing some of the valuable learnings with the next generation. Okay. So yeah, we have been working with the IT industry since quite some time. So it's not like something new, something like very recent. So we have been working with the industry and it's been like 10 plus years. Okay. And I think the way the journey starts with all the beginners, the freshers, they have hunger to learn, hunger to grow and prove something to the world. Okay. And then a lot of challenges come in the life and people keep struggling on a day-to-day basis with a lot of other things. And then at times yeah, people get not able to get clarity in terms of how they should work. They have all this mumbo jumbo, like work life balance, okay, the work life, personal life, professional life, and then okay, how much money I should get, how much I should not get, what about my learning curve, and a lot of other confusion happens. And while the person is navigating through this IT life, there are all people around who would be maybe misguiding, okay, because they themselves don't know what is the right way of leading a life. And many struggle, many people don't reach to the end destination. And with that, if people are on the wrong track, they won't see a bright future ahead. And a time comes where they completely lose hope, they accept mediocrity, they leave their dreams basically, and they don't aspire to become something great in their life. And I have personally seen it. I've seen the spark dying in people. So by the time they are 10 years of experience, people, I've just seen them like not having aspirations, not wanting to prove something, just adapted to life basically. And that's a real big struggle. And as part of today's session, I am here basically to just guide the next generation. So I'm really liking the initiative which you are doing, like calling some of the experts of their own areas, and then sharing valuable content with the next coming up generation. Because I also feel this is our responsibility. Like, we have seen 10 years ahead of all these people, right? So if we can share something valuable, whatever we learned by our mistakes in 10 years, they can just get to the same point maybe in 5 6 years itself. And that's what is the responsibility of the future generations, to give value to the growing up. And that's where we are here, and truly honored to be here and to share some valuable content with the people. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so it's a pleasure, Tausif. It's a pleasure, in fact, to have you here. So, as you just said, right, Tausif has already gained an experience of more than 10 years, and he will be adding value. So, what has happened, Tausif, is that last time when you conducted that IT session, right, you remember, if you remember last week, there was an IT session which was
Mm-hmm.
conducted. So,
Mm-hmm.
I have shared that particular link as well in a particular group known as Community Experts Grow. So, we really got some good response for that. Okay, but now what I am trying to do is something different. I
Mm-hmm.
will not be talking, in fact, we'll not have a detailed discussion about technical stuff, because that one seminar, two seminar was conducted, and it has given an opportunity to many people to understand what about IT is. But
Mm-hmm.
today we will be talking much more as you, like a delivery head. Okay, what exactly that thing is, what exactly are the tasks that you are executing as a delivery lead, how did you reach there? So these type of stuff, so that people, they get motivated, they learn how they can themselves rise step by step and reach at that particular level, and what should be their level of focus. So that is what it is going to be like. I want people to get rid of the things which are holding them back, and mm, as we just said, right, I want them to know about how they should proceed. So that would be the most likely the discussion about.
Sure, sure, sure. ठीक है, ठीक है. Mm-hmm.
So let me start, Tausif. Okay, I have noted down some questions so that we could not miss any information. So, okay, first thing, Tausif, how did you reach here? I mean, say, what were the learnings, or what did you exactly do right to reach here in 10 to 12 years? As a delivery lead, it's a big role. Okay, delivery lead is not something like a team leader. It's not something like a manager, or it's not restricted to see. It's not restricted to a designation, but it is much more than that. It's a leader who is leading a project, and at the same time designation 2 comes in. So what exactly have you done right to reach here? What are the things,
True,
Tausif?
true, true. Okay. देखो guys, there are few things, okay? And if you want to become grandly successful in life, you just need to do some basic things in the right manner. If you compromise on that, now the results will be badly affected. Okay. And that's what my entire 10 years, right from the day I started my IT industry, through whatever phases I went through, I was very particular about these few things which I am about to share. And I am very much sure that if you apply these things in your life, you will be getting results the same way I got it. So there is nothing like rocket science or anything extraordinary about it. These are core basic principles which if you apply, you will be getting results. So it's all up to you whether you can do it or not. Okay, simple stuff, guys. Okay, first of all, okay, you need to get out of this mindset ki I'm working for somebody else. Okay, doesn't matter whether you're like a employee of some other organization, and whether you're doing something for yourself. Okay, you need to first remove that blockage which is there in the mind. You know what has happened, the entire world has structured the working window. Okay, precisely talking about the IT industry, people are like Monday to Friday 10 to 7. And now a notion comes out of this, which is key. Okay, this is where we work Monday to Friday 10 to 7. This is where we work, and apart from that we have our own personal time. Okay, so first of all, people have created the world has created this kind of a cycle, and the end result is the next generation to generation the same mindset is propagating. We started thinking that this is what is life, but you need to really understand life is way bigger than that. Okay, you have 24 hours a day, and whether you want to work, whether you want to enjoy, or whether you want to maintain a balance of life, that does not define by the way these people in the world have created these systems. So that's the first thing which I removed or unblocked myself with. I became free in my working boundaries. It's in my control. Okay, so if like maybe देखो क्या होता है मालूम क्या, when as a fresher you are coming in, like, or there might be negative people around, they are like 7 बज गए ना, why are you working more hard? Okay, the fact is I removed these blockages from my mind. I did not care about time windows anytime, okay, because I was with a purpose of learning and growth. So, guys, I used to go office early. I used to come out late. And it was not for showcasing it to my managers or for anything. Many people do this show business kind of ke dikhayenge and ye karenge. No, 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 guys. Simple funda. I was hungry to learn because I was not knowing what the industry is about. And guys, any new thing which you are not aware of, what do? You learn that. And that is where I had that kind of a notion ki no more boundaries in my learning. I will give my 100%, doesn't care about the time factor. Relaxing karna, I will relax. Hard work will hard work, and then I will be all committed. That was my first strong determination. Okay, and guys, there were people, I'm telling you, there were people who used to then prick this. Ke Tausif, why are you working? You will not get anything. In the end, you will be at the same level. But now I know where I am and where they are. Okay, really struggling people. That's because they lived their life in a wrong manner. So, first learning which I want to give you, कि भाई, start living for yourself. Like, when will you live for yourself? Okay, so when you personally feel that you should live for your growth, that should be your agenda of life. I want to live for my growth. Okay, daily basis, massive growth, massive growth, massive growth. Doesn't care whether time is finished, doesn't care whether you get paid for that or not, doesn't care any other external factors. You should grow, and that's what you should have as the primary thing. And that's what, nothing but you should start working for your own growth. That's the base funda which you need to have in life, regardless of what your friends say, what your family says, what your relative says. You take the ownership of your growth. That is the step number one which you need to have. And if you live your life with the simple principle, okay, you will find like everything will happen. Okay, now I'll just give one more incident which will make your roadmap clear how these things will work out. Okay, first of all, when you promise to yourself, I'm not going to stop, when you promise to yourself, I will not quit, okay, I will be end till the end of the game, you will realize that somehow magically things will start happening in your life. Okay, automatically it will happen. Nothing but the universe is arranged in such a manner, like if there is some hardworking person who is putting massive efforts, opportunities will be prepared for you from things which you have not even imagined. And I'm telling you that that is what has happened in my life. I just focused on my hard work, my massive work, and you know what, step by step, other people around me, those people who had power and position, maybe my leads, managers, general managers, or like directors and all, they started spotting me. Hey, Tausif is different than the other people. Other people have always excuses to give. Okay, they will come up with reasons for not working hard, but he's not like that. He's committed, he wants to grow, he wants to learn, he's showing dedication. Now when other people get that kind of a notion through me, then they create opportunities for me. So when a appraisal has to happen, or a promotion, or a responsible work has to be given, that comes to me automatically. This is what I want to tell you, people. You will have opportunities lined up for you by nature, by destiny. You don't have to much work harder for that. You just need to get your core right, your mindset right, your attitude towards your life right, and then you be dedicated. The people around you, they will start noticing you, and then they will create opportunities because they see. Now as a lead, I know in my now Ramesh is saying, right, I'm a delivery lead, so I'm leading a team of like 25 members right now. It's expanding to 40 members. I know who are good people, who are not good people, because I observe, I learn, and then I know who I should promote, who is capable, who is not capable, and their efforts show me that. And this is the learning I want to give you. The circumstances will take care of itself, but you need to take care of yourself. You come up with excuses for not working hard. You come up with all the reasons for not really putting in massive efforts, and then you will find like opportunities will not come your way. Then sorry to say that, but this is how life is. And I just lived by these two principles, and then block by block, started with server, then I got a lead promotion, I started leading a 3 member team. From there I got a bigger promotion, started leading a 10 member team, it became a 20 member team. Now it's expanding, my designations were changing, and accordingly responsibility was changing. And I'm telling you guys, 10 years done, still there is a lot more for me to learn. So you can imagine your 10 years, सीखो सीखो, and अभी भी आगे भी और सीखने को रहेगा, ठीक है? That's what is the life about. Simple two principles, things will happen for you. Yes, Ramesh. Yeah, nice question. This is really required for next people. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, it is like really required. It's in fact like what you said, right? Like it's about taking complete ownership of life. It's
Yeah.
taking complete ownership of your life and driving it because of we ourselves want that. It's not that others are saying us or asking us to do something, but we taking complete ownership and driving our own life and doing it with 100% commitment, with proper applying all the strategies. And that is when the things start coming up. That is what it is.
Mhm.
So there
And
are.
I'll say one more thing here, okay? Guys, patience is everything. Okay, don't be frustrated. Arey, kab hoga? I am doing this thing since such a long time. Be patient, okay? But at the same time, guys, we said, right, others will notice. So if others are not noticing, then what is your role? You have to make them notice. That's what it is. You need to advertise yourself. Don't overshow it, okay? But at least show what you are. Show your mindset. I am dedicated. I am passionate. Give me work. Show that hunger, okay? And when people see that, so make them realize that you are good, okay? And then you will find that more opportunities will be lined up for you. So don't just leave it to the destiny. Agar koi dekha to hoga. Many things might not really work like that. So again, very important thing, you need to showcase yourself. Yes, I am good. Show that hunger, show that passion for learning, and then opportunities will become easy for lining up. Sometimes, guys, it is a very dirty world. Sometimes your efforts might be overridden by somebody else. They might take away your credit, and if that happens, you are supposed to take care of yourself, people. Okay, so just understand this is a massive life and make the most of it. Okay, yeah, two important things: patience, and then showcasing to the world what you truly are. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Right. So, Tausif, I was okay, as you were saying, right? I was just able to relate it to something which is currently going on in our group, Expert Speak group. We have
Uh-huh.
many people here. Okay, in this particular group, we have many people. Now, you are also one of the experts here. So, we have job seekers, we have beginners, we also have students. So, as a part of executing something, I started giving different tasks to people. Okay, I give various tasks to people, to job seekers, stating that you have to do this particular job, particular task, and then you will start feeling the difference. So here there is one particular point, Tausif. Okay, listen, people, listen. Okay, if you just try to accomplish those tasks as tasks, right? Just because someone has asked you to do those things, then it would not be that particular impact. But if you take the ownership of those tasks, if you feel that what you are supposed to do, if you do read those videos, if you execute those, if you start tracking the requirements for which you have applied for the interviews which you are applied for, if you take some time for self evaluation, if you see where you are going wrong and then you try to re-strategize, it is then when the complete things will change. So very nicely said, Tausif, very nicely said. So
So
people,
true.
there are big learnings coming ahead. Okay, just make use of this particular session, people. It's a very rare wherein a person who comes ahead and speaks and you get something. It's an opportunity where we have Tausif with us, and let's completely use this thing. Okay, so Tausif, moving on, Tausif, I have currently observed, in fact, while was also working as a professional HR professional, and many people who currently do, one basic challenge. Okay, one basic challenge is about management of task.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of the time, whenever we speak, whatever it is, like people are always busy. People are always busy. Like I was having a word an hour back with my one of my friends, and I realized that he was still working on some trackers or something like that. So point taken, work would be there, work would be there, it will come again and again, and you have to execute it. But what if some things are happening, and what we could do to manage it better, basically? the workload that it is there. The IT
mm,
industry comes up with many things wherein people have to work in weekends. If the work is there due to some unacceptable, unavoidable reasons, then it's taken. Probably these things too can be fixed if we have a good team leader and have setting good targets and setting expectations right, unless
true,
something
true,
unexpected
true.
happens. So
Mm,
what would you suggest as a delivery head? How is it that you have taken this point in your team, and how do the members, how you have kept them motivated and pumped, and how do they manage their task well,
mm.
the workload
Yeah,
on
yes,
top?
true. So true. This is a very valid question. Okay. Uh, the reason being ki many people in the IT industry, okay, so many people in the IT industry is really messing it up. Maybe from the lead perspective or from the juniors perspective or like management perspective, people are really messing it up. Okay? And the reason being is कि भाई everybody is like job job job. ठीक है कि यार अगर मैं नहीं करूंगा, if I don't do this, what if they remove me from my job? Okay, so this fear of being removed, this fear of being jobless, ठीक है, because of that managers try to utilize this and then pressurize the team. The team tries to get work like that and then put everything into it. Okay, so this fear of what will happen if I don't have a job. Yes, because it's true. That's what is IT industry. At any given point of time, you can leave the company with a 2 months notice. At any given point of time, the company can terminate you with a 2 months notice. It is applicable from both the sides. Okay, but now it's up to, that's what people are living in fear in the current times. Okay, and they don't really understand ki how they are supposed to work, how they are not supposed to work, and the IT industry is just moving in this wave, and that's a really scary place to be in. और दूसरा क्या हो जाता है पता है क्या गाइस कि many projects which come in India, okay, some of many project, many big companies, तो थोड़ा सा क्या हो जाता है, second layer work comes. Okay, so you would find the cream work, okay, or the main projects or the high research and development related which is shaping the world, that kind of IT innovation, okay, majorly happens in the like European or like US places. Okay, and India में the level of work comes is like very secondary level का हो जाता है. Okay, it's not the primary like AI and ML. Are you finding a lot of research projects that like that happening? So we are not having much of contributions to the very big innovations, and we are not leading the world in these areas as India. ठीक है, so already एक ये हो जाता है कि भाई okay India में cheap labor, okay, cost efficient people will be there, and you know what happens, we have this mindset कि नहीं यार okay बहुत काम करेंगे. So we Indians have that mindset कि यार okay बाकी लोग कुछ भी करे but I would be working like 10 11 hours 12 hours. There are seriously like that people, and you will find that them out. Okay, if whenever we go, and that's where now I'm talking about culture, we as Indian working culture and we as outside working culture. Okay, some of my friends, they have worked like in London, of Australia, and moved in Europe, other places, and worked remotely. And you know what they came? Okay, the conclusion after all the conversation that we had within a Indian working culture and a remote country's culture, it came out saying he, okay, in outside world people balance their lives very properly. Okay, not just from employees perspective, the governments have created systems like you should not work late in office, you should not work over weekends. If you're doing that, the companies are answerable to the governments like why are you making your employees work. There are some systems where the where ACs and all that lights will be turned off completely as soon as the working time is over. Now that forces the workforce to work in a different manner. But in India, like in our working culture, we encourage people to push late, to work late. Okay, so somehow cultural difference, we don't know when will India come to a point where we really start working towards a different lifestyle. I not really sure, it might never happen as well, we don't know that. Okay, because it comes through pata nahi our upbringing or the way people think, but this is how our society is really messed up here. Okay, but if you find outside, okay, they have accepted as a culture IT is as valuable as any other job. Okay, when we are talking about Australia, for example, there even a plumber respects his job, loves his job, and he is having that society value, and it is just like any other job. There is a balance between everything. Somehow with us it's a misbalance. So just understand key, you need to now survive in this environment, because the culture around you does not support a proper balance of system. Okay, and that's where you would be under pressure. The systems will be pushing you to work more harder, the business will be pushing you, the clients will be pushing you, the environment around, the competition will be pushing you, because we are like so many billions of people. Right, so everything is horrible. Okay, but still we need to live and lead and succeed. Yes or no? You need to ask a question. If you don't carefully navigate your life, you are bound to end in a dead end where you will be under pressure. There will be sleepless nights. There will be tears coming in your eyes, and there will be days where you feel like quitting IT industry. That is going to happen because you don't know how to take care of yourself in this circumstances or in this society. सिंपल होता है guys, ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नहीं है things. Okay, but you need to know, you need to execute. Knowledge will not do anything. You need to further execute it and make that as the lifetime. Simple होती है. There are some people in the IT industry here also in India, they navigate their work very properly. They know what to do, when not to do. Okay, and if you are able to do these things, you would be massively successful in your life. Like Steve Jobs said, okay, I am more proud of the projects which I said no rather than those projects which I said yes in my life. Okay, he said one of the core reason why Apple was successful in his era was he said no to a lot of things rather than saying yes. So you need to really understand, if you are just a yes man, okay, somebody is coming in IT industry and giving you work, and you're just like, okay, yes, I will do it just to please other people. If you become a yes man, yes, yes, yes for everything, you will realize that you have badly messed up your life. You don't have time, you don't have anything else to do, you just have this. And when you are saying yes to a 10 people, then you have to work hard, and when you work that much hard for 10 people at the same time, your quality is going to be affected, your productivity is going to be affected, your results will be affected. So just like Steve Jobs said, you need to tell it to your career what I should do and what I should not do. When you're even working in the IT industry, you need to prioritize what is important for me right now and what is not important for me right now, and then you need to assign it up in a priority. This is my most important, this is my least important, and don't even try to complete your least important things. Start approaching one by one based on priority. So guys, if you really want to become successful, you need to learn the art of prioritizing your work. By that way, mental pressure will never be there. So you see what all things you need to do. Next, prioritize it in order, most important to least important, and start attacking things one by one from the top priority, setting the right expectations. So let's say, for example, if Ramiz is there, Tausif is there, both are your managers in your company or some different roles, but you need to understand you are one person. Either you can work on my item or you can work on his item. Now whose item you should work? If you say yes to me as well and him as well, you're creating problem for yourself, because by the end of the day he will come, I will come, and both will ask you to give our works back. It happened because you said yes to both the people. You need to have that courage and that logical approach. Okay, out of the two items, which is more important? If you are not able to make the decision, you need to ask Ramesh and Tausif, hey, talk to each other and tell which is more important thing to do, because I cannot do both the things at the same time. And if Tausif item is going to take 2 days of time, so Ramesh item I can start only after 2 days. This kind of clarity is required for anything that you do. And if you're messing it up, if you say yes, yes, yes for everything, and then you are inviting problems. If you don't work based on priority, फिर double काम करो, triple काम करो, but in the end give the work to everybody. So simple stuff guys, prioritizing the work, high to low, starting one by one, and then estimating how much time will this work take, how much time will the second work take. And if you're applying this simple discipline, and then keeping the clear communication, like, hey Ramesh, I cannot work on your project right now because I'm working on something else, it will take me 4 days. And if I complete it in 4 days, then fifth day I will be picking it up, but still having some buffer. If this 4 days becomes 5 days, then your work will start in sixth day. This is how you have to keep it clear. Now it's Rami's headache how he is going to manage the work. He might be okay, so fine. They thought if like 5 days, this work is also important. Then I'll be like, okay, fine, your work is important. I'll reduce my pressure and I'll change my approach. Communication world, clarity is everything. You guys navigate your life through this. Otherwise, it's going to be a hell. If you become a yes man, it's a problem world, my friend. TK, understand that. So don't invite problems to yourself and don't invite problems to the system as well. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Ramesh. Yeah, take it forward, man.
Yeah. This is what I wanted to actually highlight from my end as well. You have very nicely covered it. So just that is what it is, people. Okay, the learnings which Tausif has just spoken about, right? How to guide yourself, what you should do, how to prioritize your tasks, then how to, what you should know, what you should do, or what you should not do, what is the thing which needs to be executed on priority. How should you be when it comes to your communication while denying or
Yeah.
asking to see whether what exactly the task should be prioritized, and while dealing these things, like you should be very much crystal clear and very much sure about what you do, because what you do, that is what lays a career ahead, and that is what comes to you managing your time properly, you managing the workload properly, and that is where the major difference comes. And it is everywhere, right from the word go. If you are joining a company as a fresher, it starts there. If you get promoted to a bigger designation, if you start working on a team, it is there as well. And then it is your responsibility to see which tasks provided to you are taken in a better manner, so that your teammates, the people who are following you, are also at peace. So that these are the few things which are very important, and Tosif has rightly covered it. So thank you, Tosif. Thank you so much. So, people, these were the few things, right? These were the few things which I wanted Tosif to talk about. And one more thing, okay? Any more thing that Tosif is coming to your mind or something like that that you would like to share?
देखो, guys, have a vision in mind. Okay. Don't just run by the rules of the society. Okay, have your own vision. Okay, what do you want from your life? Where are you heading up to? Okay, if you're saying IT career, you want to grow, you want to become big, so have your own reasons. Why do you want to do this? What will you do after some X amount of time? Don't just follow the wave, or don't follow your friends because they don't know what they are doing, and everybody will come and then stuck with a dead end, and then you will realize, oops, now time cannot come back again. Okay, so I would really like to tell you people, okay, have a vision. Okay, now what am I doing? Okay, if I keep continuing the same work for next 6 months, what will I become? Will I change or will I not change? If I really want to grow in my life, how can I really grow on a day-to-day basis or on a regular basis? Guys, simple funda. If your actions on a daily basis do not change, your life will not change. You will still remain the same person in your thought process, in your outcomes. So simple, guys. Few things. Have a vision. What do you want from your life? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where you are heading up in your life? Okay, be it IT, be it non-IT, be it anything, guys. Over and all, देखो अगर तो know the vision. ठीक है. Second, on a regular basis, try to grow and reach towards that. Have a destination in mind. Okay, and then you will find the life becomes so nice and progressive. Okay, and one final thing, one more. If you really understand the notion of time, okay, past is nothing, future is nothing. Okay, it has happened, done, gone. Okay, what matters in the end is only present moment. That's it. Okay, at any given point of time, everything happens in the present moment. You might be so much worried कि भाई आज से 5 years ago something's went wrong in my life, or आज से 5 years later what I am going to become. But you need to understand, when you are 5 years ahead, that would be again the present moment. When you were 5 years back, that was again the present moment. Nothing but, guys, all you have is just now. It's just the present moment. You need to justify the present moment to the maximum possible, rather than being worried about what went wrong in the past or where you want to go in the future. You need to give your best shot to justify the present time which you have, because other than the present moment, you don't have anything else. Okay, for example, right now it's 2020. Maybe when you might be in 2015, you might have thought about 5 years बाद क्या होगा life में, तो हो रहा है. This is what is happening 5 years from now. Okay, 5 years from then, what are you doing right now? Are you wasting your time in just social media? Are you wasting your time in not really working out? Are you wasting your time in not really growing your mindset, fixing your life? And if you're not doing it, you're messing up with your life completely. And let me tell you, in 5 years from now, you will still keep doing the same because you never realized the value of time and you wasted the present moment, the most precious time which you have, and you will keep doing the same. You will still become lazy. Why is this happening? Because the circumstances around you, because the situation, the society around you is forcing you to become lazy. Guys, the social media that is there, Facebook, Instagram, this, that, lot of stuff floating around, but guys, it's addiction. People are passing hours together, not having value out of it. People are sleeping late. Night habits, sleep habits completely compromised. Lazy hote ja rahi hai lifestyle, guys. No workouts for many people. With lockdown came, the mindset became retarded for many people. Frustration started building up because nobody knows how to live a life. Simple funda, guys. Start living your present moment to the fullest. Grow every day. Take care of your health on a daily basis. Kya rahega 20 years from now? What will you have? Nothing. Your health matters, and if you are healthy, then you can have everything. Otherwise पैसा कमा लोगे, सब कुछ कर लोगे, हेल्थ ही नहीं है, डॉक्टर के पास अप डाउन चल रहा है, टैबलेट्स की लाइन लगी है. This kind of lifestyle is not good for anybody, right? And you need to ask some serious questions to yourself. Look at your entire life as a whole unit. Okay, right now I'm at the age 20, right now 25. Next 20 years mein kya? 40 years mein kya? What is my destiny? What am I doing right now? What am I doing wrong right now? How do I improve on a daily basis? These are some serious questions. You need to take some time on or over weekend, throw your phone away, take a pen and a paper and write down these things for yourself. Introspect yourself. Are you living the life the way it is supposed to be led, or are you just like a donkey walking through the journey, just like some idiot who was born and who will die without any purpose in life? It's your choice. But as long as I am concerned, you were born special with power. Okay, you were born unique, you were born with ability. So it's not like you don't have capability. Everybody has a brain. And if you think, you will get the answers. It's your choice. Why are you wasting yourself? And a time will come where everything will stop. A day will be there on your tomb when it will be written, born on so and so day, dead on so and so day. Everything else is a journey, and the question matters, how did you live it? It's your choice. Okay, nobody, I cannot live your life, guys. Nobody else. Your parents cannot live your life, your friends, family, nobody can live your life. It's only you who can live it. So what are you waiting for? Who is going to come? Nobody is going to come. It's your life. Take responsibility, take ownership, and rise. Rise so that the world can see that a star is born today. It's your life. Make the most of it, people. Time is passing by. This moment is never going to come again. 10 p.m., 17 December 2020 will never come again. What are you wasting for? What are you waiting for? Ask some serious questions. You will understand life in a deeper manner. Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted to add, Ramesh. Yes, yes, yes.
That was really good, Tausif. Okay, so the people who were as a part of, in fact, who are at the part of this particular session, right? There are some huge learnings coming in. I would suggest one thing. Okay, I would suggest one thing. We keep listening to different things, but we fail to bring those things in practice. So
Totally.
why not we decide after completion of this particular video itself, if required, go again once again to this particular video and see how what changes can you bring in your professional life and as well as your personal life as well. Okay, because today we covered so many things, right? How to be a person wherein you can achieve success step by step, right from the word go in your professional life, right? And how you should be when it comes to your full-fledged life. And to hear from the words of Tausif is really gold. Let me tell you, Tausif, let me tell you people, okay? We know many people. I have worked with many people. I have worked with directors, senior directors, CEOs. I have worked with them as well in calls and meetings. I was a part of that. Okay. So the another thing is that life has gone so busy that people hardly take time to let the people know what they should do in their life. And what Tausif has done here is simply amazing. Hats off to you, Tausif. Okay. And people, we how many times we get a chance to directly hear from people, from a person who has already done that. So what Tausif has really doing, he has been doing is really great. Okay, he has formed a big community. That is some different and a bigger topic to talk about, wherein he has actually transformed many lives. And he has, that is something really something bit different. Probably we'll talk about that sometime later. But he has, along with what he's doing as an industrial leader, as a delivery head of a team, he has also transformed and impacted many lives. I thought of sharing this. And I want you to take the discussion very seriously, okay? Because I myself has observed these things and how it affects, and I have seen Tausif really from close by. So bring all these things that he's saying into practice, and then you will see the difference. Let it not just be a lecture or something like that, and you leave it there and there itself. If that happens, then it's not going to work, people. It's not going to work. Just try to finalize it. Just go through the discussion. Take a step one ahead right away, or what you should do if you are seeking a job. Do evaluate yourself, see what things you should do. If you are in starting off your career, see how you should take ahead and handle the responsibilities, what work you do. You should prioritize when to say yes, when to say no, how to say yes, how to say no. Start doing all these things, you will feel the difference. If you are a team leader, start doing that. So what we have discussed in this particular discussion, what we have learned from Tausif in this discussion, it is there for everyone. It's right from the beginners, maybe a job seeker, or maybe a person who is in start of his career, maybe a person who is a team leader, or maybe a person who is a manager or something, or a person who is somewhat struggling in his life. That's the beauty of the discussion, people. That's the beauty of the discussion. It not only is related to your work, but it is related to bring you as the best person about, because if you are happy in your personal life, you're happy in your professional life. If you're happy in your professional life, you're happy in your personal life. So what he has done will make you happy everywhere. So thank you,
Yes,
Tausif.
and just one more thing to add, even in future, so right now we are saying 2020, right? So 2025, 2030, these will be my core principles. And because of these, I will get more results in my future. So simple. Even if I talk 10 years from now, my core principles, my talk will be the same. Just my results will be different, because this is what I was 10 years past from now. Now I'm the same. Now I know things a bit more better, but my core principles will remain the same in the future as well. Okay. But you will find different results coming because the brain evolves. The core principles के ऊपर जब कुछ बनेगा ना, तो life बहुत आगे निकलेगी. ठीक है. So yeah, have some foundation core ethics in life, and you will find the riches coming to you. Yes, yes, yes. ठीक है, चलो. Thank you, Ramesh. Yeah.
Before winding up, Tausif, before winding up, so
Mm-hmm.
team, we will be adding this particular video. We will share it with in our group, which is their experts group. You can, if you want, you can once again go through this particular video. In fact, that is what I would suggest it, so that you do not miss and apply all the learning that we have done. Doing that, and I will add the link. And if you have any queries related to that, use that particular form that we call as ExpertsSpeak form. Use that, and probably we'll see you if you can want to clear you, if there are any doubts which needs to be cleared, if there are any questions, we will come back to you. In fact, I will work with the experts and we'll get back to you with the proper solution on that. If required, one-to-one would be there, or if it is possible, if it's not a personal related thing, it would be a overall addressing, so that it helps everyone. So once again, Tausif, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the time and adding the real great value that you did
Thanks.
today.
Pleasure,
Thank
pleasure.
you so much. Take care.
ठीक है. So
All
thank
guys,
you,
take care.
everybody. Yeah. Bye, 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 team.
Bye.